What's going on, everybody? This is Hunter. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Standing behind me, we're going to be going on a tour of the 2026 Jayco Eagle 365 UKTS. That's going to stand for something about rear kitchen and triple slide. But the 365 portion is because they're full-time warranted. So for somebody that wants to use their camper a little bit more, I think the Jayco Eagle might be a great option for you. But let's see how you guys like it. It's a rear kitchen with a nice center living kind of L couch situation that I think you guys are going to really dig. And if you don't mind, drop a comment while you're along the way, because today I'm down at Jayco RV. So they set up a number of units, about 7 more over there. So there's going to be a lot of good stuff coming out, from single axle travel trailers all the way up to a big boy bighorn fifth wheel sitting there like the Mac Daddy. That one's going to be a full profile, which is basically a flat surface all the way up top. Today we are going to be touring one that is going to be a mid-pro. So it starts leaning down in the back. It's to cut down on cost. It's to cut down on weight. Even though this is a full-time warranted unit, doesn't mean you have to lug around some triple axle behemoth. But man, I think Jayco just does such a good job of their aesthetics, of their decor. Let's actually, let's just see what you guys think. I also like the fact that they use the cloth instead of the leather. In my opinion, I think that's pretty pinkies up. Something a little new, something a little different, you know what I mean? But like I said, warranted for full-time living. Jayco Eagle 365 UKTS. I don't know, maybe it's U-shaped kitchen triple slide, something like that, because it does have my favorite style of kitchen. But right when you walk in, you're greeted with a little bit of storage for some hanging room. This is also going to be the control center. So all your different lights, you can turn them all, kind of on or off just with the click of a button. Or of course, you can individually, oh man, did it just shut off the side ones? Yeah, dingus. No, it did not. Okay, so this light switch wasn't done. So there are also manual controls as well. But I mean, what do you guys think right when you walk in? What a nice looking setup. So as far as living rooms are concerned, you got a pull-out sofa right there. You got recliners over here that also hinges in. So when you bring in the slides, which by the way, dual slide, so you can see, so you don't have to worry about ramming that into here, but you're gonna get really tall slides for a mid-pro in a fifth wheel, which I think is nice. I shouldn't say really tall. I should say just a little bit above average height, I guess, because you're looking at about 6'2" for head height, but that's because they're using a true flush mount force. So when you walk into it and you go from here to here, you don't really feel that bump. There's about that much of a bump right there, which is pretty darn nice. It allows you to kind of beef up those slides a little bit. You also notice how these are all going to be adhered from the back. So you don't have to worry about seeing any staple holes or anything like that. It's a really nice, clean, final finish sort of feel and approach to it. But like I was saying, pull-out sofa, recliners over here, and that's all. So that way, if it's just the two of you, or if you bring the grandkids, everyone has a good spot to sit down and watch the TV. They use an elongated fireplace. It's still putting out the same amount of heat at about 4,800 BTUs. Like right now, for instance, it's about 35, 40 degrees outside, and I'm in shorts and sandals because all of these fireplaces get this thing roasting and toasting. I actually left the door on purpose, but that's the kind of heat that it's pumping out. It's probably about 60 degrees in here, which is pretty incredible. You're also going to see no vents in the floor, so they're each going to be right there. So again, that comes back to kind of a clean aesthetic, a clean feel to it. Two-tone on the window. I forget the name brand that they're using. Yeah, MB Court right there, which I think they just bought JBL or vice versa. But those things actually get really bumping. But what I was about to say, and then I forgot, kind of had an ADHD moment, is they are the only mid-pro that at least I know of currently, or I'm blanking out, that use the Whisper Quiet AC system. So in a mid-profile, that's going to be super rare. So they are saying that it's 40% quieter. I definitely believe it. I don't know about the percentage portion, but it is a much quieter AC system for you. On either side, both windows are going to open up for a good breeze, so that's going to be nice. And you got the Dracula shades there as well, stop the old skin from sizzling. You flip it on around, you see a fan up on the roof to circulate some of that air, but you're back over to here. So it looks like there's table for 2 that actually pulls out and expands to table for 4. So now you're playing some cards, but maybe you're getting a little work done. You got a little desk nook over here. There's going to be plenty of outlets for you as well. And then you're also going to see these little drawers right there that are also going to be, they're not on the soft close. I thought they were, but that's okay. Neither here nor there. Outlet, USB, universal C. You do have a couple cubbies there. And I like the window coverage that you get because of the height of the slide, but just the amount of countertop space that you get, is going to be really nice. Right over here, continuing along on the slides, I like the rear kitchens that have the refrigerator dispositioned over here as opposed to in the back. One, I'd imagine it helps for an easier tow, but two, you usually get a little bit of a better refrigerator. So this is going to be a 12-volt refrigerator, but it's one of the big boys. I believe it's an 18 cubic footer. But I mean, look at that. You got the French-style doors. You open up, a week's worth of groceries, no problemo. Even if you got the grandkids coming, you got plenty of room for them. What's going on here? There you go. That little flap there. You had to push that in. You got plenty of room for them. And then, of course, you have your freezer section, right there. Right over here, bada bing, bada boom, baby. Adjustable shelves, a good place for your trash can. And then up here is going to be for your automatic light. So you can see there's a little sensor for that. Yeah, there's what it's saying. Helix Whisper Quiet System. So that's going to be 40% quieter there for you. Let me go ahead and adjust my camera real quick. Now into the kitchen here. It's one of my favorite style of kitchens because I think there is a low footprint as far as like feet in the camper. So it doesn't take up a whole lot of area, but it does get you a lot of good countertop space. I also think it looks really nice. It's all going to be solid surface. So babe, if you're watching, I love you. But I mean, tons of countertop space to get cooking. You got places to put dishes. You got places to put Keurigs and blenders and all of that. You got the old TikTok sink, baby. So you got yourself a cup cleaner, soap dispenser, and the waterfall with the high-rise faucet. Whoosh, 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 hitting those dishes from all angles. You also got yourself tinted windows that open up here on both sides. Now, as I back it up, two-tone difference. So you got the brown on the bottom. You got the white on top. I also like the fact that you get the gold hinges. They are going to be using a real hard wood as well. And then you have the magnetic finishes with the steel copper plated tabs there as well. Again, just for kind of the aesthetic appeal to it. Here underneath the sink, you got the shelving. It's going to be clean cut. Everything is easy to access. You got just a couple pull-out drawers there for you. A couple more over here, kind of the same thing. And then you keep flipping it around, and you got a ton of storage here underneath. And then it's also a good place for a trash can if you would like it. 3-top burner to whip up all the fixings. We got the holidays around here. You could be cruising and bruising around in the oven. You're also going to see, plenty of more storage up and around your residential style microwave. You got everything you need, including potato and frozen entree mode, baby. Cook yourselves up some frozen mac and cheese. You're living life high and pinkies up. I like that green. I actually haven't seen that green before. So I usually like the white one. There's like a white that's got like a blue flame in there. But that green one, switching to orange now. Must be on a little multicolor setting. Looks pretty cool. I love that. I just think it's neat. I could imagine my wife sitting out here, reading some books, sitting by the fireplace, having a good time. So right there is going to be your hanging room, which I already kind of pointed out. But on the floor, you have that's pretty sweet. I like that dresser space. But you also got your fuse box. And then a little bit more storage here as well. Let me go ahead and get this door closed real quick. It is getting chilly in here. The touchscreen, already went over that, but you can also do it from your phone as well. And then as we're heading into the bathroom, you can see nothing too crazy in terms of size, but you do have enough room, to get dressed, to sit down and do your thing. You don't even have to worry about the space there. I mean, I'm a pretty big guy, and you can see shoulder to shoulder. I am just fine. You also have a little bit of storage there as well. And then the shower is great. One, it says right there, because the sticker, and I can read real good, you have the ability to put a backer for a seat. And then as you come on in here, you can see, I'm going to give it about a 1.7, 1.6 on the roundy rating scale, because I think you could fit 2 roundies in here, but you could comfortably shower with 1 roundy and 1 flat. Got about 6.5 or so would be my guess. And then you got the Turbo Steamer Stink Sucker 2000 right here, along with a mirror for the old bowling gun, baby. Suburban on-demand tankless hot water heater. So as long as you have propane, you're going to have some hot water. And then they switch over to a wood-looking finish. Doesn't feel like wood, but it looks like wood. Looks real nice. You also got disconnects there as well. So as we are coming into the bedroom, you got your door that slides over here for some privacy. But this is kind of what you're looking at. You got the slide out again. You have the, the back adhered. So it looks really nice. You also got a couple more lights there that I did not turn on. But since you have room to walk around on the edge, you have the ability to get those on pretty easily. You're also going to get outlets on either side of the floor as well. And then USBs and universal Cs up top with the 2 windows that open up. So for instance, like right there is one of your windows. All right, TV backer location going to be right here. And then you have your, what is that? What's that sticker say? Inverter ready, 120 volt overlander. Haven't seen that before, but I saw a sticker and I ADD'd out. You got your cable and your, cable and satellite, and then a couple little pull-out drawers there too as well. Now, if you want to get a washer and dryer, this is going to be where you're going to put it, or as you can see, it's got plenty of room to hang all your stuff. You got the friendly little octopus doodads, you know, hang a hoodie on me. And then you are good to go, baby. Now right here, oh, I don't need another like me. I'm the last of my kind. Woo. So right in there, you got some cubby space. You got everything that you need. All of your stuff will go right here, and then your wife's can go over all the rest. Got some more pull-out drawers. Got a little hamper action, and you are good to go. But all right, guys. Kind of burned through this one a little bit quicker. But yeah, 2026 Jayco Eagle 365 UKTS. That stands for U-shaped kitchen triple slide. You have to drop a comment. But like I said before, I'll put a link for Funtown RV. I'll put a link for all the specifications, length, height, tank sizes, awning sizes, you know, in the description. But now we are here on the outside. You know, you got your fiberglass, you got your aluminum frame construction, the yada, yada, yada. You also have an electric auto leveling as well. Molded fiberglass front cap with the lights. So the light switch should be over in the docking station. Show you where that is here in just a second. And then pretty basic Rhino pin box, nothing crazy there. You might want to change that out for a little bit more comfortable ride, but it's not necessary. Front storage over there, which is unfortunately locked. And then you have propane. One thing I do think is pretty cool, you don't see any screws, so it's all adhered in a little bit differently. It's a little bit of a cleaner finish here for the exterior, but you also have your speakers set down low just for a little bit of easier, easier kind of earshot of hearing, I suppose, over up top, sending the noise over you. Water filters, the aluminum framing here for the bottom. You also see the ducted in heat as well with the toy hauler finish there. And then you're also going to get USB, universal C, couple outlets, and then controls for your audio as well. I'm also using slam latch doors, so a little bit heavier. You got the steps that are going to be easy to lift up. So if you put a Birkenstock under it, you see you can lift it up just like that. Doesn't even fall down that fast because you're on the strut assist system with a larger grab handle as well. And then you have not only one, but dual awning since you have this tip out. So that way you can take advantage of the extra space here while you're outside. On the back end, you have your ladder to get on top of your fully walkable roof. You're also going to get your tow package. So for Forest River, that's 3,000 pounds. Same thing for them too, okay? 3,000 pound tow rating, 2-inch receiver, 300 pound hitch rating, and a 4-pin harness. You know, if you want to hook up like a trailer or something like that. You're also going to get an LP quick connect here up underneath, along with your access to your outside shower, which is pretty cool, you know, and an outlet there too as well. Backup camera, ladder. Turtle. Right here, you got your gray holding tanks, so you can go ahead and dump the gray water, you know, all your kitchen water and sink water, things like that. And then up on this way, you're gonna have your sewer outlet connection, and then you also get your 50 amp connection here, along with your back end of your Suburban on-demand water heater there as well. So this is gonna be the, let's see if I can push that with my gimbal. There you go. That'll be those front cap lights right there. And then you have your black tank flush with a sprinkler system for your poop tank. It's kind of a little water to help push it around. Your sanitizer, city water connection, and then your bypass valves as well. Let me show you the front here. Okay, that was not those, but that's okay. All right, guys, hope you guys enjoyed the tour. I hope to catch you next time. Again, my name is Hunter, and this is the 2026 Jayco Eagle 365 UKTS. Have a great day. See you.